Is it working? I think it's working. Hi, hello, and welcome to the library. Oh, nothing is ready as usual because I was doing things unrelated to the stream literally like 2 minutes before clicking on the start broadcast button. I hope that you are doing very, very well today. Hi, Ellie. Um, what are we doing today? We are supposed to play Mooming, the end of Mooming. Hopefully we'll have the time to finish that. And I want to, we can yap also a little bit about the Nintendo Direct, I guess, since it was yesterday, right? And I think we got a lot of very interesting things, especially as a RPG enjoyer. I would say that I've been eating quite good. I don't want to talk too much about it because, um, we need to see more about like all those games and stuff. But I think I'm really, really hyped about both the new Fire Emblem. That seems I've seen on the internet on social media that the map for the new region is actually south of Fodlan. So very interested in what they are doing. It's very reminiscent to Free Houses to some extent, but I think that the kind of free roaming throughout the continent is quite interesting as well. As there was also like a turn mechanics. So very interesting. Yeah, if you remember the Nintendo Direct that we have reacted to, I think a few months ago, I think it was even like for the first I can't remember exactly when it was. Was it in September? There was like a Nintendo Direct, I think in September, something like that. And we reacted to the announcement of Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. And you might remember the songstress, musician, whatever, Leda, that was revealed back then with all the main characters. So we saw more of her right now. I mean, we can do that. We can. It's in our. Okay, so this is moving, but don't worry about it. Let me. Well, oops. Let me. Prep a little thing. I'm completely lost. I don't know how to use a computer anymore. Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave. Do we have like pictures for the new thing? I don't want like a video. I don't want to react to a video. I'm too lazy for that today. Capture. Yes, we'll call that good enough. There you are. So this is the new Fire Emblem trailer and stuff that we got. We saw a little bit of gameplay as well. So we have like Sothis adult, which might or might not say that like it's a sequel to Free Houses. We just don't know. I think the box is what it is. Obviously, oh, they don't show. Let me try to find some other things. Yeah, so we saw like new characters and stuff. It seems that it's very similar to Free Houses in the sense that you can recruit almost everybody in your, not house, but in your mercenary group or whatever for the contest. It's not clear from what I understand. It's not clear whether those characters are unaligned at first or if they are in another like alliance or whatever, and you're poaching those people away from their leader. But it's very funny to me that Leda in the way she was shown was kind of like pulling like all the baddies in her group. It makes me very happy. So that was like very, very nice to see in general. It's very small. I'm very sorry for that. So yeah, quite interested in this Fire Emblem. It will release in September, so we'll be there. I will be there like day one probably. One interesting thing also that they have shown, and this is like for the Xenoblade enjoyer, for the Xeno enjoyers, Xenoblade Genesis. I am very excited for this. I love the Xeno series, and I really like Xenoblade Chronicles. I think that the 3 ended like on a perfect note, and it's a bit unclear what they are doing with this. It could be like a very like a prequel set like far in the past, or it could be like something completely different and they are just keeping like the Xenoblade title. Obviously the Genesis is kind of like a way for them to merge like the they are removing like the Chronicles, right, that you don't have in Japan. And so it's both to, I guess, the title is made so to both put like the Western community and the Japanese community on the same like ground, and also like to give a new start for the franchise. I'm very excited. Like I like the fact that this is the first time in the Xeno series that we play. I mean, it's not exactly the first time, right? Because like you play Shion as the main character in Xenosaga, but the thing is that like Shion is kind of like sidelined at some point. It's a little bit weird, but going back, at least after like the Chronicles, going back like to a woman protagonist, I think it's very exciting. I love like the elf-centric like design of everybody. I love like this girl already, the rival or whatever. I think it will be very interesting. So it releases next year, and I am very, very, very eager for that. You heard Deltarune Chapter 5 too. Yes, it releases in 2 weeks, right? Like I think it's on the 24th, if I'm not mistaken. So it releases for like a Yuri Day, and yeah, 24th, and I think like it will be like very, very interesting for the Deltarune enjoyers. I've not played Deltarune yet because I'm waiting for the entire like series to be finished before like jumping into it. But yeah, have a good stream, Buzzy, with family stuff. Take care of yourself, Sigrid. Thank you for saying hi, and I hope that you will have fun with your family. But thank you very much. So yeah, very very interesting like direct in general. I mean, we can go like on backlogged, and maybe it's still there. Yes. So you have the list of like games that were announced. I think what was very interesting was the Onimusha game was not announced on the Switch 2 during like the early presentations. And they just like released a trailer being like, oh no, it releases on Switch 2, but they did that during the Nintendo Direct. Rhythm Heaven is like very good for the people that love Rhythm Heaven. That's such like a nice franchise, so like very, very good. Dragon's Dogma 2 is getting like the DLC, the Dark Arisen, like expansion, whatever they want to call it. I think it's very funny that they kind of like shadow drop this version in the Nintendo Direct, kind of like sidelining the fact that like it's meant to be like a DLC of like the base game, so very interesting. There's like the Kairosoft whatever simulation game, but with One Piece. I think it says a lot about the resilience of this series, in my opinion. Because if you know about those games, can I show you? Those are like all simulation games, right? You build, you know, airport or like board houses or academy and stuff. And this has been like ongoing for a very long time. I remember that I played those on my phone when I was younger, and they kind of like kept doing like the same thing again and again and again. And I find this very interesting that like this works very well for them, like their niche, and they're like collaborating with One Piece, which is, you know, kind of like a surprising thing, considering like the importance of like, you know, the One Piece IP. So good for them, I guess. There's the expansion pass, the free update, and the expansion pass of Pokopia Underwater. So we talked about like Fortune's Weave. There are like updates like for the Xenoblade Chronicles, then Genesis, as we talked about. There's the Switch Sports Resort coming with 12 different sports. I guess they shadow drop also like Final Fantasy Resonance. That seems to be like a retelling of Brave Exvius in a non-gacha way. So why not? We talked about Delta Run. Yeah, that's the new like atelier, like in the latest like trilogy that was like a little bit weird. I think like the protagonist looks better than the previous one, so why not? They showed like a thing on Kingdom Hearts 4, which was interesting to be fair, and we have seen listing that it's meant to release next year. That was like said outside of like the stream. But there has been like, you know, talk about like this particular like artwork they released like for the collection, and this is quite AI generated. So what are they doing? And I think it, you know, maybe Square Enix needs to disappear. I don't know. So yes, there is also like the Final Fantasy like 14 on the Switch coming. The open, or I don't know if it's open, but the beta is coming at some point. I think it's like in August. So very interesting of the people that are willing to play like Realm Reborn on their Switch. I think like it's a nice thing that it exists, but I don't have much to say about it. Ocarina of Time, we just saw like a preview, which was a bit surprising considering that it seems to be the flagship game for the end of the year, and haven't shown much, so I don't know what to think about it. Like I know that a lot of people were saying it looked, you know, very Unreal Engine like, and I cannot like fault them for thinking so, but I think we have seen almost nothing, so it's really hard to have an opinion at this stage. What was not announced in the English Direct, and I think it's like the very interesting thing, the most interesting part is the remake of Toho 6, embodiment of Scarlet Devil. So the first Toho that was released for Windows. I cannot stress how major that is, because there has been, you know, talk about maybe remaking like the Toho, but Toho 6 was always in a weird position because Zune basically lost the source code for the game. And it was like, it would be too much work to do like the game from scratch. So he kind of like sidelined the question like for a very long time. And we have like the official announcement now that we will see like Toho 6 and probably like all the other like Toho at some point. And I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited for the music like remixes. It's such like an iconic like title. It's not my favorite. I will be fair. I think like I prefer Phantasmagoria, for example. I prefer UFO probably. But I'm very, very stoked to play like Toho again. I think I won't be able to escape the mines, and I will probably grind like the lunatic on the game. And they have shown like other things in here, but it was not like major announcements. It was mostly things we already knew about. So it is what it is. Yes, there's the remake of like Steins Gate or whatever. Brigandine Abyss is kind of like a game that is, quite awaited now, concept as well. So very interesting, very solid direct, but I think that it was very much, oh yeah, the Dragon Quest monster, the new one, featuring like the characters from the previous main games. I feel that it was really much like a direct for RPG enjoyers. Like if you're not into RPGs, even like ARPGs, I think that maybe you were like a little bit like starving in here. But other than that, there was like a lot of things. So yeah, very interesting to see more about like the games that they have shown. Like I can't wait for Xenoblade Genesis. Like I want to play this right now. So that was basically it. I think yeah, the very unfortunate thing was again like the AI not fan art, but like artwork for Kingdom Hearts. I think it's such a shame, and it says a lot about what is Square Enix current stance on the topic. We knew, yeah, Pikuniku 2, which is like you deserve to see like um some pictures, because I think it's very interesting. So it's in 3D, but it's like very much like the humor of like Pikuniku. It looks very fun. So very very interesting. Like I'm very interesting to see. I think like just like the short footage that we have seen like was very very funny. Very like slapstick Japanese like humor. Like that was you see like this screenshot, and I think it's a very good like summary of like what Pikuniku is and what to expect in the sequel. So very good. Oh, but it was already announced. My bad. I thought it was like I thought it was a first reveal, but no, it seemed that it has been revealed like for quite some time now. But yeah, very very good. Yeah, but like I wanted to say for the Square Enix thing, I think it's very unfortunate. I think that we have a lot of directors that, in my opinion, are against it. I think, like for example, Yoshi P seems pretty much against it. The question is like, how much can he reasonably push back against, um, the wants of like executives, since we know that like it's mostly like top management that is like deep into like NFTs and generative AI. I think it's very funny that like they brought the CEO of like Square Enix, Kiryu, on stage at the last FanFest, kind of to throw all the responsibilities again on him, and basically saying that like if they are like AI bullshit like that, it's his fault. And I'm quite surprised that like Yoshi P got away with doing this, but maybe that's because like things are shifting a little bit within like the internal board of Square Enix, and especially the Final Fantasy like directors. Like we have seen Kingdom Hearts 4, which seems obvious because like we have seen the reveal of like Final Fantasy 7 Part 3 Revelation, and I expect the game to be at the end of its development cycle, because it's supposed to release like in I think winter or spring like 27, which means that Nomura is kind of like free from working on this very long project, and he can go back on working on Kingdom Hearts 4. But I'm not sure from like the footage we have seen of Kingdom Hearts 4 that he really has like a lot of budget to work on this. So maybe it's a sign of an inflection in internal politics. It's hard to see like until we have like um, shareholders, or at least like documents that are aimed at the shareholders. Surely the cost will be unmanageable with all the coming US AI companies' IPOs. I hope so. I genuinely hope so. But like we have seen a lot of very weird things like lately. I think like what was interesting was I haven't like played or I don't even remember the game, but like Swery like made like a new game. Let me check like what's the name of the game? I think that's Death Game Hotel, but I'm not exactly sure. But at some point, he released the game, right? And it was like AI generated to some extent. And he got like such a violent backlash that they, at the very least, like removed all the AI generated assets to replace them by, other assets, handmade. And it's like, is the game cooked? Yes, like, we should not like expect anything of him, right? But at the same time, it's kind of like the sign that like Japanese, I think, developers are kind of understanding slowly that they can get away with AI generated content in Japan or in Asia because it's part of like the zeitgeist and stuff, but the West hates that. And we have been in this like very weird situation, right? In the past few years, in the past like 2 years, I would say, where you have like a lot of, major companies, studios kind of like coming out saying that they are using like generative AI. The biggest one of them being clearly level 5. But I think that like some developers are slowly understanding that like, oh, this is really, really not good. Like for our own like sales and our reputation, so maybe we shouldn't do that. And Swery obviously as an indie is very sensible to that because you get like, you get basically like dogpiled by the entire internet and for a good reason. But I hope that like in the future, we see more of that and we see like Japanese developers kind of like veering off of this. There has been like talk about Capcom using AI at some point in their development pipeline. But the thing is, in the interview and in the documents and kind of like the answers to like the shareholders that were asking if like AI was used, Capcom was very, very like vague about their answers. They were saying things like, "Ooh, it helps us like, gain time or productivity and whatever," but they never gave like a single example. And I'm not here to defend like Capcom, right? Like if they're using AI, this is completely cooked. But because they were not able to come up with even like a single example of how they use like AI in their pipeline, there might be a chance, that like the developers don't want to use AI. I think like nobody wants, you're an artist, you don't want to use AI. That's literally your job, right? So maybe this is just like, shareholder talk to kind of like reassure them that, yeah, they're following the trends, but actually like no AI is really being used. And I'm saying that like versus, like level 5 that really like shared concept documents and stuff where they actually use like AI generated art. Again, am I here to defend Capcom? No, like if they are, if they are cooked and right now they are under like deep suspicion for using AI, if they are cooked, like what do you want me to say? And we should like, also like boycott like all the games that they are doing. And I'm, as a personal like behavior, I'm doing so. I'm not like buying, Capcom games per se right now until we have like more confirmation in one way or another. But I hope that Capcom can feel the heat from like the Western community and kind of like understand that like this is just not possible to do so. And I think it's kind of the situation we have with Nintendo right now, where they know that like their brand image is based on like human-made games, and for them this is literally like killing themselves to like even attempt to go like on AI creation at some point. Obviously, Nintendo has like a lot of other problems when it comes to shareholders. I think in particular, one thing that was very like strange was like their pricing of the game. You may have seen that like the Switch 2 and also like the previous Switch got up in price. I think that like in reaction to that, the price of the games were also lower for most games. Like if you check the Rhythm Heaven game, it's for 50 euro. If you check like Splatoon Raiders, it will be 50 euro. Yes, we have like flagship games, and it was, you know, kind of like hinted by Nintendo at the start of the Switch 2. They were saying that like certain games will be priced a little bit higher because they're considered like flagship games that demanded like a lot of like efforts and stuff. I think it's the case for we have seen that on the Switch 1 already, right? Like we had like Tears of the Kingdom like priced a little bit like higher. Mario Kart was priced a little bit higher. I think that like Donkey Kong was priced a little bit higher. I'm not sure exactly. And we have seen that like the Fire Emblem that will release in September is priced also higher at like a very expensive, and here like it's really not something that we can justify price at like 80 euro. But I think they're trying to compensate by having like other games priced lower. I don't exactly know what to think about this. I think that like most of like those pricing shifts that we have seen are clearly made to reassure shareholders that are not happy that they're not making more money, right? They want like more margins and stuff instead of being satisfied of what they have, with Nintendo already being like, you know, one of the, if not the most like valuable company in Japan. But yeah, I think that like Nintendo is mostly reassuring like shareholders on those like pricing things more than, you know, using like AI or whatever, because I think that that would be too damaging to the brand of Nintendo as, you know, a third party brand that has its own like console and stuff. So yeah, I think we're in a very weird situation where, unless directly stated, you can assume that like every company is using AI. There are probably like a few exceptions of like companies that, you know, historically you wouldn't see them using AI. But it's a very like a very sad situation we are in today. Okay, that was it for like the direct for everything. I don't have like much more to say, so I think we can try to go back to the Moomin game. And let me also like turn off like the music here, and normally you should have the music of the game, and you should also like try to see the game like this. So I know that we're not too far away from the end of the game, if I'm not mistaken. It's just that like there are a lot of side content that we can do. If you remember, like we had like a lot of side quests to help like all the winter beings. It's just that like you don't have to do all of them to just like unlock the end. And for the sake of this stream, I think we'll just like go for like a normal ending. And if you want like to play and enjoy the rest of the game, feel free to do so on your own. By the way, there was also the announcement of like a new Mooming point and click game. I haven't like shown that like on stream, but I've shared like the thing on the Discord server. It looks like a more traditional like point and click game. I would say it looks also a little bit less I don't know, beautiful than this particular game right here. But I think it's very nice to see that like Mooming is getting a lot of video game adaptation. It's such a beautiful game. I'll be fair, like that might be my art direction for the year. Okay, so maybe we should oh yes, we are supposed to go back like to the bathing house. So let's just do that. AI usage in finalized art is just crazy. I mean, it's crazy, like, you know, even like on the ideation stage, but like if you keep that like in your finalized game, you are just like what do you want me to say? Like, finished summer is more beautiful, to be fair. It's true, it's true, it's true. But I think that like this art direction, and especially, you know, like you see like those white lines that are kind of like accenting like the contour of like the characters. They are so beautiful. Like thanks heaven the Hamlin went to the beach because he was playing the trumpet, right? You can bother to Tiki instead. Okay, so let's go to the bathing house. By the way, what is this Discord message that I'm receiving like while I'm in the middle of my stream? Okay, that was not very important. Because we still do not have like an axe, right, to deal with like the tree trunks like on the... Well, I mean in various locations for us to like gain a lot of firewood. Oh, we can hear him. He's crazy. He's crazy. What is the Hamulin doing here? Loudly looking for his lunchbox. This man needs to be stopped. This Moomintroll. Oh, there it is, that greedy bird, mindlessly feasting on the food of others. Throw a warning snowball to make it loosen its grip. I think it's more than like, we are throwing more than a warning snowball. Like, we're here for, you know, for blood. I do it myself, but I can't risk my tuba hands at this point. There it is. You need to stop, please. Here's your lunchbox. Oh, perfect. No more obstacles. All is ready for my trip now. Goodbye, forever. The sound is a touch loud on my end, but maybe not for you. Wah! Another obstacle. Oh wait, so this is where we are getting like the axe, right? That tree tried to kill me. If I didn't know any better, I'd say the Lady of the Cold had it in for me. Oh, here, take Moving Papa's axe. I mean, my axe, and deal with it. What, you mean you stole like the axe of like Moving Papa just like for fun? What were you doing with Moving Papa's axe? He wasn't exactly pulling his weight around the house, now was he? Hurry up and get rid of this tree so I can commence practicing. Just go away, please. Using the axe was always Moving Papa's job. Oh, it's a dangerous tool, to be fair. I might as well go for it since I'm doing all the grown-up jobs these days anyway. Sort of like exploitation, the Mooming exploitation. Yay! Kleptomaniac representation. Thank you for representing crime leaning characters, crime leaning personalities in Mooming. That felt great. This is not a gift because it wasn't yours in the first place. What are you saying? No, if there is nothing more, I'm off to play to the mountaintops. Better acoustics, like you say. I'm not sure you have better acoustics at the top of the mountain though, right? Like, because at the bottom you have like the mountain serving as a natural like resonance chamber, so... The mountaintops, what was all that about? Or the others needed some peace and quiet. They made me get rid of him. Oh, we got rid of the Hamulin. It was either him or them. Oh. Oh! Uh-oh. Get rid of me? Peace? Quiet? All this negativity. It's like I taught you nothing. My gifts obviously are not appreciated. Hey Mulen, I'm so sorry. We really need you at the Great Winter Bonfire. Oh, I'll be there, alright. Playing 4 times as hard as previously announced, bringing up to 6 times more spring back than all of you combined. Oh, he's depressed. I mean... Oh, Tutiki, I feel bad about this. Yes, change, however, often comes with a price of sacrifice. Speaking of, with your axe you can start removing fallen trees. There are several around. Doing so makes room for new plants to grow, as well as providing you with much needed wood fire. If you clean up the area, firewood, I'm sure I have a reward laying around for later. I mean, I think I really get both parties, right? Because I know how annoying it is to hear somebody plays an instrument for the first time, right? Especially something like a wind instrument or violin. It sucks. It really sucks. But there are, decency comes in both sides, and that's kind of the point of Mooming, right? Is that all those characters are imperfect in their own ways. And it's just a matter of trying to... You're crazy. A matter of trying to find a common ground for all the people to live in peace and happiness. It doesn't mean that you should always have it your way, but I think you can understand others' perspectives. And I'm glad that Mooming is teaching that to children, that it's okay to be imperfect, it's okay to have certain desires and stuff, and you need to be able to enjoy them. It's just that you need also to look for the needs of other people, right? Wood. We are really wood maxing. I guess we need to come from the other side, to get to this tree, and the tree trunk is probably just a shortcut. We have a lot to explore here, but I mean, at this point, I think we can just by gathering wood and chopping those tree trunks, we should have enough to finish the quest, right? There's this little being. What are you looking at? The sea? Your family letter. Letter gone. A family gone. A letter from your family. Missing? I'm sure your family is alright. Let me help you find a letter. Oh, a letter bottle. I mean, yes, but it's probably in the water now. Or here, but we have nothing to break this ice yet. Oh, that might be the letter, right? And there, a letter by the water. The ice may groan, the word may sleep, yet winter's guard will safely keep. Climb where the land and sky do meet. The view above is pure and sweet. My Yambic pentameters. It's also signed by a friend. What are they trying to tell me? Oh wait, that was that's just the chain of notes. Yeah, because this is not the letter in a bottle, right? So it is what it is. That should be all for all of the fallen trees. Oh, wonderful. Preparing for spring is like preparing for guests. The ritual can be joyful in itself. It's true, it's true. I think that's really like part of the fun, like when you get like friends that you really want to see, right? It's like, oh, I need to prepare like food, I need to prepare all those things. And that's part of like the joy, because you know that all this like effort that you are making is in service of like this happiness that you will share with your friends. And I think that's like the point of like a lot of rituals, right? Because they don't have like meaning by themselves. We give them meaning, not necessarily by the destination, but also because it makes us feel useful. And I'm thinking also about like religious like rituals and stuff, right? Festivals. There's no point in doing it except like for doing it. And I think that's beautiful. A little something for you. It's not much, but I thought of you when I found it. It reminded me of that vase Mooming Mama is so proud of. Don't worry about it. It is from Mooming Mama's vase. I've been looking for these pieces all over. I think, like, why are those pieces in here? Let's not ask too many questions. Cooking for others is a gift itself. I think so. Like, you know, obviously we are people mostly here on this stream. Like, I think a lot of people are very much into cooking. Oh, that's okay. So we need to go back to we need to go back to Moving House. I think we can break. There was like a. I think there was like a tree trunk that we could break in here, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe I'm mistaken. No, I'm not mistaken. So a lot of people in here on this stream are like very much like into cooking, and I think like we all agree that like it's so much like more enjoyable to cook for others than cooking just for oneself. I think there's like a joy in it of sharing things that like, you know, people will appreciate because it's tasty, because it's like, it's sweet. And yeah, I think that cooking for others, being like friends or strangers, it's always like a very like fulfilling like experience. It's also putting your skills like to the test, and I think it's very like fulfilling, even like on a personal level of like, oh, I spent like all this time like cooking in my life, you know, building up like skills, techniques, recipes, whatever, and I can like finally like showcase them, like show them off to others. What happened? My children were eaten by the grok, or at least having unsupervised fun, which is basically the same thing. I'm sure they're fine. They actually seem to be enjoying the season. Oh no, this is your fault. All this reckless talk of bonfires, free love, and rebellion. Well, I'll go look for them. A hurry, nature is no place for children. Yeah, she is such a controlling, like, mother. So let's take a look at, like, the map, because I think we'll see where we need to go. Oh, so we need to go east of, like, the bonfire. We can collect wood. Wait, there was also like some tree trunk on the left. I think we can open. Like I've been cooking also like a lot of like summer, you know, meals lately, because well, this is in the season now, and I've been doing like a lot of eating like a lot of bread with just like vegetables and stuff. Like I think I'm in my courgette arc right now. I love eating courgette, and I think that like at some point in my life I wasn't too much keen on like raw courgette, but lately I've been doing them like in kind of like tagliatelle, right? And this has been like super enjoyable because they have like such a good texture. Like you can put it like with tomatoes and stuff. A little bit of like mozzarella and so on, and it has been like an amazing like moment. I think I was really tired of like winter vegetables lately. I mean, you know, or even the remnants of like winter-esque vegetables like in spring, and finally being able like to eat some, you know, good tomatoes and stuff. It has been like super enjoyable. Helicopter parents. Yeah, I mean, it's like, obviously you should look out for your children, right? But there are a point where if you don't let your children like have fun and grow, uh, and you just want to be controlling, like what was the point of like having children in the first place, right? But hi, Pico, I hope that you are doing very, very good. So for this we need like the matches, right? Oh, I'm stuck in the... It's such a beautiful game. It's such a beautiful game. Like I'm very much into like a style of parenting that is I don't think you should consider like I know that a lot of people are like, oh, you should consider like, you know, children as adults, as like, you know, independent human beings. And it's like, well, to some extent, yes, but like they're still children, right? So you need to protect them to some extent. And I think like that there's a middle ground to be found, like between like that's a bit scary. There's a middle ground to be found between giving your children the opportunity to explore the world for themselves and also to fall, you know, if needed, because at some point you also learn by like doing mistakes and falling, hurting yourself. But always while giving them like, you know, the certainty that they have people around that will look out for them if needed. Are you lost? Dark. A troll make light. Oh, are you afraid of the dark? Oh, so brave. A friend scared. Oh, so your friend is afraid of the dark. Yeah. Path dark, scare friend. Path light, friend come. If I see some torches around, I'll light them up for you. I mean, for your friend, of course. There's a torch right there. Well, we can do that, right? That's one. Wait, do we have like torches like on this side, or am I insane? Maybe not, right? They were mentioning the forest. Well, not exactly. Yeah, we are not exactly in the forest. As cold as it sounds, allowing injury to happen also allows learning coping mechanism. Because, and also like this is part of life, right? Like I don't think it's really cold in the sense that like you will get hurt no matter what. Like you cannot live like a perfect like, you know, life without getting hurt to some extent, be it like physically, right? But also like emotionally. There will be moments that are difficult. And of course, like, you know, children must be protected from some things. I think there are some topics that are a bit too hard to talk about when children are still very young. I think grief is one thing that is very hard to talk about. For example, just to take, you know, one example. But yeah, like you cannot avoid those things that are part of life. Getting hurt is part of life, being sad is part of life, and it's only with this knowledge of, you know, having quote unquote suffered that you can like appreciate like happiness and, you know, being very not enjoying like the nice moments that you have in your life. And as like a parent, I think that your responsibility is to offer like that environment for your children in a way like to get hurt while being safe. Like obviously they shouldn't like get like, you know, life-threatening injuries and stuff like this. But yeah, if like your children or I don't know, playing outside and or just running and, you know, they might fall and scrub their knees, I think that's all right. Like that's not like life-threatening. That's part of the thing. And we know that like young kids do heal, you know, easier than us adults, especially when it comes to bones and stuff like this. So getting hurt, I think, is part of the fun, is part of like, you need to be wild at a moment of your life. And if it's not when you're a child, when will it be? Coping with hard work too, doing something really hard for a long time and feeling like you want to quit, but keep going anyways. Yeah, I think so. Like, obviously I wasn't really a child at this point. But when I was writing my master thesis, I was very stubborn, and also like my topic was very broad, to a point where it was, in retrospect, it was quite obvious that like I couldn't do everything, right? And I talked with my my the teacher that followed me, my tutor or whatever, and we had like discussions about like topics that were of interest to me and questions that I might have had at this point, but she never told me that like my topic was too much. She never told me that like openly. And I think that was part of like the whole thing. And we discussed about that. And she, at some point, when I decided that I needed to scale down my topic, my thesis, she was like, yeah, I do agree. But I didn't want to say that to you immediately because I thought it would be a better lesson for you to realize what your own limits are, and feel it like in your body that like you cannot do it and that you need to scale down. And it's better than me saying it to you and you just like complying because like you're a good student, but like you don't feel it, you don't believe in it like necessarily. And I think that's how like a parent should like behave. It's like you need to keep the doors open for your child, like giving them as many materials, books, movies, things they might want to do in their life. But if they get hurt during this exploration of like things, that's also part of like learning to grow up and to be an adult. And you just like keep the door open in the other direction for them to have like a safe place to come back when they get hurt. And I think that's how you foster love also in a very healthy way. I like love is not about control. Love is about the belief that the happiness of the person that you like is enough to make you happy. All things in moderation, it's the dose that kills or something like that. I mean, in a way, it's kind of the thing, right? It's like, obviously, like you should be like moderate. We should be moderate in what we do, or at least not like, grind ourselves into the ground. But at the same thing, like this is a lesson that is learned by oneself and not by having like someone telling you that. And yeah, I think that like you can be like the helicopter parent, you can like be very protective of your children, and I think it's like understandable because there are those little things, right? Those little human beings that you saw from the very beginning of their lives, and you feel like you have a duty to them to keep them safe and stuff. But I'm not sure this is the right duty. Like the duty that you have is most like it's like being here for them when they need it. And sometimes they might not know like what they need, right? But like it's not to keep them like in a cage. So yeah, it is what it is. Look who's back for one more game. And I think that's the point of like Mooming, right? It's that like we will teach Philly Jong that it's okay for her children to have fun outside and she should not worry that much. Like you can worry like a normal amount, like any parent, I think, but like worrying to the point of like wanting to prevent your children to go outside, yeah, this is crazy. But yes, like would I send like my child doing, I don't know, skateboard outside without supervision, like in, outside of, skate parks or whatever, and without any like protection gear? Obviously, no, but like your child still needs to be able to do some skateboard in a safe environment. And as a parent, that's your duty to create this safe environment. If you are not able to do so and your first answer is, oh, I should like just, lock my child up, instead of like making efforts to indulge in what they like, creating this space for them, then you're not a parent. You want like you want like a I don't know, a pet or something like that, and even like treating a pet that way is crazy. One more game? No, we are doing things. True, but I was really stoked on that whole bonfire thing, but I guess you have others to help you. Little Ma, you promised you would help me. Yes, but this time I actually promise. One more game. I swear you will be better off after playing this. How? Oh, because I'll give you some sweet firewood. You might even recognize it. Oh, did you take that from the Mooming house? Oh yes, you were hoarding it selfishly, not realizing it could also be used for fun. I've hidden a pile of firewood under the snow. Get closer to it and I'll say warmer. Further away and it's colder. I don't want to play. I know, that's why I'm kind of forcing you. I guess you leave me no choice. I did skateboard outside skate parks without supervision and zero protective equipment. Maybe that explains a few things. Okay, this is veering into therapist talk, so I will not comment on this. But what I'm saying is that I wouldn't let my own child doing those things by themselves. Colder. So this is upright. I think she's like pulling me anyway. Like, to be fair, we don't need her. The thing is that we don't exactly need her help. With like... where exactly like the firewood is. For the very simple reason that like those like areas are not that big, right? So we can like literally just explore like things holistically, and we'll find like the firewood at some point. Oh, so it's on top. She did hide the thing on top. Warmer. Wait, do we have like, okay, we have like enough snow to do that. Oops, I need my gloves. Moomingtroll exhausted facing I don't want to play was 10 out of 10. I think like we say that like we need to still I'm not sure, like I mean I think it's probably fine, right, to use them as emotes, but like if the Mooming estate like is suing me, I think it says more about, you know, them than about me. Yay. The children, I must not lose focus. But yeah, I'll make like some emote with like those Mooming faces, because I think they are very expressive and very fun. They seem to have friends, families and stuff. That's it, you found it. Thanks for taking all the fun out of the game. Actually, I kind of won, since you agreed to play. That was my goal all along. Also, all you had to do was to wait for spring and the firewood would simply reappear. Serves you well for being such a go-getter. She is such a tsundere. Very interesting. That was fun. Almost made me forget about the horrors of winters. No, now I've got work to do. Yes, let's find the children. I'm really not like a winter like person, but like this game is making me like winter. Do we have anything hidden in this snow patch or whatever? It's like I just don't have like anything bad to say about the game. I think it's such a beautiful and heartfelt game, and a game also made for children. And wee, snow is wonderful, so fluffy. It doesn't look like fluffy snow though. You're not lost at all, you're just playing in the snow. However, your mother is worried sick. Come, let's go to the bonfire site. Or catch me if you can, teehee. Like, I will always be like the biggest defenders and advocate for like children games, because I really grew on them when I was like younger. Mostly point and clicks, right? But games that still were made for like children, and I think it's like such an important part of the way I learned to play games. And I'm sad that, you know, that children are not like allowed to have like those games anymore. Because like, you see what, you know, I will make like a very broad like simplification for the sake of this argument, but as much as, you know, you can't fault like children and young people for playing like multiplayer shooters, be it Fortnite or anything else, Roblox, they are not like, they haven't been like handcrafted as helpful, right? For children. They are here to suck your attention. Again, as a child, you will find like interesting things in them, but I think that like children should also have like those sort of like very like meaningful and yeah, I don't know how to say this, but like handcrafted, very like people first, player first like games. And I'm not saying that like it should always be like cozy games, right? Like you can have, I think, games that are not cozy but that are still made for children, and then they can be provocative too in some ways, right? Like talking about history, talking about like nature and stuff. And if there is something that I will always like give to Nintendo, right, is that the games are really like for all publics. Maybe some games are, you know, targeting more teenagers and adults, but everybody can play those games. And I think that like in return, they're also making games specifically for children, although like older like, you know, players can still like enjoy them. And I think there was like Echoes of Wisdom. There was there's the new Yoshi game that was released like a few weeks ago, or last week, I can't remember. There was the Princess Peach game, and I think those experiences are very, very important. Again, I'm not here to police, you know, what people are playing, because like, can you really fault like the children for playing like Fortnite, Roblox, or all those games? No, not really, because that's what, you know, the zeitgeist is making them play, and I think it's like, okay, you can remove that from them, but again, I think it's more like of having the choice, having like the possibility of like checking other things, if they want to do so. Games that kids can easily engage in, that also challenge their way of thinking, exactly, because there are lessons that like we know as adults that are very obvious, right? About like interpersonal relationships, about like talking, communication, even if like not all of us like are applying those in, you know, in all instances of like our life. We know that like we should be kind, we should communicate with others, we should look out for others, but I think that like those things are a little bit less clear for children, like things like consent, right? Asking consent for, you know, things that might make other people like uncomfortable. You need to have like examples shown around you. Obviously, your parents are here to do so. In school, you should like learn to do that. But having also examples with like your favorite characters doing so, it will help you like as a child, because you don't feel that, oh, it's something that like, you know, mom and dad said. And I think that, like, for example, like you have like so much bande dessinée, right, comics in France that are really made for children, and I find that like super cool. For manga, it's a little bit weird because like there has been like a weakening of like what we call like the imoto, for example, in the shoujo, the imoto like manga, so manga for like the little sister, and kind of like a preparation for like shoujo mangas that are like targeting like teenagers. We have seen like a slight weakening of that for magazines reasons. Like, let's not talk too much about it because it's a complex topic. But in France, like those like comics targeting like very young boys and girls, I think are a very wonderful like initiative. And I would like to see more of that like in other medias. There has been a shift with the photorealism like in games, right? We have seen games that try to be very serious, very dark, very like everything has to be gray and stuff. I mean like morally gray, right? And I'm not saying that those stories are that you shouldn't like make or write those stories, but there's also like a lot of hope and interesting like message that you can say by having like a perfectly like straightforward story about like kindness and stuff. And okay, so we need to go left to get like this thing. And I think that like we have seen like some efforts to like tap into that genre a little bit more lately, and it makes me happy to see that we're not forgetting children. I think that like we're talking about like culture, right? But I think it's also the case in the public spaces as well, and we might have like talked about like those things before, but in my opinion, like the cities and public spaces are not made for children anymore, right? You have like many places, I'm thinking about like public transportation of like restaurants and stuff like this, that are like kind of advertising themselves as like, oh, a children-free like place for like the adults that don't like children and don't want to engage with children. And I'm like, this is so sad. I'm not saying that like you should like love children, right? Because yes, they can be obnoxious, they're loud, and you know, I understand that like it's taking a lot of mental energy, like just like being around them. But they are the people that we were before. And I remember that like when we were younger, we had like access to like playgrounds and stuff to enjoy ourselves. And lately, like in my cities, they have been like disappearing slowly. Like you don't see those playgrounds. They have removed like a lot of things that were deemed too dangerous. So you don't have swings anymore. You don't have like all those little places to have fun that I used to go when I was a child. And it makes me very sad because if the children do not have like the opportunity of like exploring things outside and spending the time outside and having fun, yes, that's how like they will be compelled to, you know, use just, I guess, go, you know, on social media and stay on their screens instead of having fun doing other things. And it's always lately about like removing possibilities to children, and it's a trend that I really hate so much. Like, there are places obviously that are kind of like going in the opposite direction, that are advertising themselves as like kid friendly, And so if you go in those like restaurants and places and stuff, like you know that like children can be here. And I think like I went to like a ramen place like a few weeks ago that was that had like a lot of things like for children, and you had, you know, kids kind of like discovering ramen and stuff like this. And I think this was like very sweet. And yes, it was like a little bit noisy, but I think it was like such a nice little experience seeing like, you know, young French kids enjoying like Japanese food for the first time of their lives, and something that was not like sushi, right? Um, and that is what makes me happy, that like the world is open to everyone and not just, you know, a very like narrow demographics. Like we know that like cities are made for men in general, you know, adult men, and those opportunities to foster places for other demographics, women, children. I think this is part of like building resilience and building also like solidarity at like a local level. And I'm always glad when I see like initiatives that go in that direction. Now go straight to the bonfire side and do not dally. Oh, you used to be fun, but now you sound like mom. Okay, well, there's probably nothing there. I'm just yapping. I don't know what I'm saying. What are you doing, like Moomintroll? I'm just yapping. But yeah, I think it's my problem with like most of like a beast with city development lately, is that like, especially when you take like, I don't know, like a city like Tokyo, for example, as an extreme example, because of like the whole tourism like thingy in Japan, you have like Tokyo that is going through their like mega restructuration, right? They are trying to appeal to foreigners. They are trying to make like Tokyo a sort of like a showcase more than anything else, instead of like a place to be lived. And you can see that, especially I think in the district of like Chuo, so like the financial district, that is like, this is not a place you want to spend like any time in nowadays. But this is also the case, and we'll probably talk about that like in the next video essay I do about like rivers and city. You also have that like with Yokohama, that was meant historically to be like a very welcoming city. You had like a lot of foreign people, migrants going there, working there, right? It was a very like vivid nightlife in Yokohama. But in the past decade, there has been like, with the new mayor of Yokohama, we have seen like trends of aseptizing the city, removing like the parts that feel, you know, ugly, not corporate enough. And nowadays, like Yokohama, when you watch it like on Google Maps, it's a very clean city. It feels like very clean. It feels like beautiful in some ways, but also it has lost a lot of its magic. And a good example of that is like one book that I read a few years ago, an academic book that was talking about prostitution in Yokohama, and how like there has been like a massive crackdown on those places, and that was also done through like the reconstruction of Yokohama. And we're talking about, you know, the relationship with like waterways, because like prostitution like areas would like stay close to those like waterways, canals and stuff. And by removing them, they wanted to crack down on like an entire trade, which was dominated at that point which was dominated by migrants, right? Women that came like from other like Asian countries trying to find a better life in Japan, in Tokyo. And I think it's always like the downside of like those big urbanistic projects lately is that yes, it makes like the city a very nice, modern, ultra modern, postcard cityscape, but it's always at the cost of certain demographics that are deemed unwelcome in the country, in certain places. And obviously we had talked also like a lot about that particular like issue with homelessness, right? We have seen like in everywhere around the world crackdowns on like homelessness, not by tackling the situation like at a structural level, but by implementing like urban solutions that are clearly like here to chase away like certain people from like the public spaces, from areas that are seen by others. And we have seen that obviously with like benches, public benches that have either completely disappeared or they have been like adjusted by putting spikes and stuff like this so that people cannot like sleep on them. And again, it's like, what kind of like city do we want to build? Yes, it's a city that looks good. It's a city that looks good like on postcards, but it's a city that like has no soul when you actually walk in the streets, and that's very sad. I am more of like a city person than I am a countryside person, but there are like certain like city traits that I hate, because we are making cities that are not welcoming, and that's like my problem. While nowadays, like we should like focus on that, like with like the increase of population still like worldwide, we should like focus on making like resilient cities that are ready like for the for climate change, that should like lower like carbon print, that should be welcoming for all demographics, that should like foster generational like communication, that should foster like solidarity between people. And unfortunately that's not what is happening in like most like places, unless you have like local associations that are kind of like advocating for those things. And to go back to Mooming, I think that like as much as like Mooming is about like countryside, I think it's also about like how do we create like those close-knitted societies at a local level. And we could like really like take a lot of lessons from Mooming, despite the capitalistic like undertone of trying to make merch out of Mooming. I think it's a very cozy IP, and for a good reason. But she's so strict, Mom. She's only because she loves you. You should be happy you have a mother that's awake and looking out for you. That's a bit crazy, Moomingtroll. I do miss her. And we're rather cold, it seems. It did not help that we decided to build a humongous snow pile. But look at how big it is. We believe it to be the world's largest. That's a little bit crazy. Oh, my darlings, you're safe. Oh, how I missed you. We had an adventure, Mother. Until Moomintroll saved us from it. Well, you seem mostly unharmed. I guess a thank you is in place. No need, but if you would reconsider coming to the Great Winter Bonfire. Another adventure, yay! Whee! Please. Another adventure? You still haven't gotten it out of your system? Very well. I guess we could schedule in some fun and games. I'll allow it. What were you doing here in the first place? We're exploring the great unknown. I think like I was waiting for like a more like pointed like lesson for like Philly Jong, but it is what it is. We heard a dog in the forest. We went looking for it, but I think we scared it off. No, it's lost and it's our fault. Can you find it for us? Please, please. Okay, I can do that. Very good, very interesting. It went that way. Oh, I can't do this, but I can make snowballs from the world's largest snow pile. It's not even like bigger than like other like snow piles that we have seen in the game. That's crazy. And what was I yapping about for like 20 minutes? I don't know. Just don't mind me. Spring will be back and everything will get back to normal. Almost like Snufkin. Yes, Snufkin. Okay, so that's like the shortcut to go back from like this area, right? We are still not completely done with like gathering like firewood, by the way. A very cozy guitar right now. This very simple, like, you know, phrase that they're like repeating and kind of like doing some light variation under, like over it. Toody-doom, toody-doom, toody-doom. The wind is so strong, I should find cover. Oh, such a beautiful, like, visual effect as well. I can rush. Mr. Dog? The Lady of the Cold. Yes, I'm greeting. No, what is wrong? Hi there, dog. Yes, this is dog. I mean wolf. Grr. You don't look much like a wolf. I do. On a regular day, I'm quite intimidating. But no, I have a cold. The name is Sorio, by the way. As in, people are Sorio to cross my path, I think. I didn't come up with it. I'm a Moomingtroll. No, let's get you to safety. Here, I'll carry you. Oh, I shall allow it, although this is uncommon practice among wolves. Oh, bravely I'm carried to my death. You'll be fine. Stay strong. Never have I asked for an easy burden, only a strong back. So we need to make like, I cannot dash, by the way. Oh yeah, I'll be pushed away. Bad timing. It feels very reminiscent of Celeste, when you're like carrying the crystal with I can't remember his name. Leo? Tom? Theo, at like in chapter 5, in the ruins. I can't use my hands while carrying this dog. Wolf. I should place him on the ground for a bit. Oh, no firewood coming from this. Very sad. Why are you whimpering? Why are you whimpering so? I'm safe. I need to drop you here. And we need to do some shoveling. It's such a cute game. The guitar is so good. The soundtrack of this game is so good. I think it's because they're using like the sound of like, you know, winter wind as like an additional layer that kind of like serves as like bass or like ostinato. I think it's very, very pretty. Do we want to go up? So what were you doing here? Okay, that's if you fall, serves no purpose then. Looking for my tribe. Yeah, we're not recruiting. Oh, it's because, my dear, I'm not sure that like you are a wolf. It's kind of like also like a theme that I like a lot. This idea like of belonging, of what in Japanese we call like ibasho. I talked about it like in the video. I think yeah, it's just I'm not. I'm fast enough. It's not like I mean it's a topic, a storyline that like I really like in general, and the idea that like belonging is something that you found in, you know, wherever you want to find it. Like you can find it in people, you can find it in a place, in a culture. It's a very like fluid concept, but we all deserve like to find a place to belong to. This is a quite long section. Oh, the music is just really, really good. Neglected. You cannot be abandoned and neglected if you want to live like as a lone wolf, you know? You are possibly a candidate for my new wolf pack. I'm honored. Is there no end to this winter? The Lady of the Cold shows no mercy. Why do we have like... Oh, because I understand. Because this particular wind current is not stopping. We still don't have like the thing to break to break ice crystals. There is nothing in here. Quick. That's very unfortunate. You started with... There was no startup here for the animation. I know I'm trying to greet, but like... Oh, there's no startup because it's one after the other, right? And I was at the end of the cycle, so it kind of like looped immediately. I can't wait for this winter nightmare to be over and for Mooming Papa and Mooming Mama to wake up. We're getting close to the end. I mean, we're going so far like to the east. I mean, how are we looping like to the west even? I see you in the trees. Oh, this is a mistake now. Oh, I'm really greeting. I stay here. I think we'll get stuck in the rock. And I think it should be over here, right? We made it through. Let's get you back to the Mooming house. That sounds nice. Oh, okay. This is like a teleportation. We couldn't be bothered with it. Oh, you found the dog! Yes, his name is Soryu. He seems to have gotten a cold. Oh, basically a death sentence. But I'll get over it. I should lay Soryu on that carpet there so he can rest. Get that filthy dog away from me. A filthy wolf, thanks. It's sick if my children get sick too. What if my children get sick too? Moomingtroll, do something. What do you want me to do? Oh, a common cold, the silent killer. That's a crazy thing. Like, stop talking about here like is it here? You poor thing. I know exactly how you're feeling. I've been under the weather myself, a lot. There's some herbs that can help you with that nasty cold of yours. Herbs? Where? Not so easily accessible in winter, but there's a cave east of here, a shelter that should have the right growing conditions. You hear that, Moomingtroll? We need you to go gather some herbs. Yes, I just got in. It's the least you can. It's literally my home, by the way. I can kick you out if I want to. Oh, you truly fear nothing, Moomintroll. Incredible, you are such an inspiration. I am? You should sharpen your axe before leaving. In case of monsters. Have this whetstone. Mother won't let us play with sharp objects. Or dull ones, really. Oh, thank you, thank you. I will now, like, have a very sharp, like, axe. Oh, so that's how you're breaking, like, the crystals, right? I should probably ask Tiki. Okay. Why did I have to find the herbs? Don't ask those questions. No, she has nothing to do. That's the thing. She has nothing to do. She's just here to buzz people around. But like, everyone is too afraid to make like a scene. Well, like, we should really just like call her out for her behavior, but it is what it is. So the cave is here, right? But we need to get the axe sharpened first. Hi! Moomingtroll, how nice to see you. I'm afraid this isn't a social call, Tutiki. I need to ask you a favor. Mooming Papa's cold axe could need some sharpening. Do you know how to use this whetstone? Indeed I do. Wait right here. It should be quick. I need to sharpen my knives like really properly at some point. There, a sharp axe for a steady hand. Try using it on an ice block. Well, the thing is that, like, she did not even, like, I mean, we still had the axe in our hand. But it is what it is. I will say also, in the same vein, it's like, yeah, sharp objects, I think you should, like, be careful around them, but there's a safe way to use, you know, sharp objects, and especially like cooking knives. And I think it's something we need to teach like children how to, because you see like a lot of adults that are afraid, they do not know how to use like a cooking knife, a kitchen knife, because they have never been taught to, and I think this is pretty sad. I believe it's yours. Letter good. Family good. Family good. Yes, indeed. Friend gift. Wow, another piece of Mooming Mama's vase. Thank you. Top, 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 top. That's the last of the winter beings. I mean, for like the bare minimum, but what are we supposed to do? Oh, now we can go to the cave, right? We still need more wood, I think. I will find probably some in the cave. It is what it is. Okay. So is it? No, it's not too big. But before that, was there anything west? Such pretty like effects. I really love this art direction. Oh, what was that creature? Probably just my imagination. It was just the wind. Why can't I imagine something nice instead? A very good question. Is this a sort of like maze? Ooh, it has like such a Zelda-like vibe also. It's not completely like arrhythmic, but I love the choice of like percussion here. Medicinal herb. Let's keep exploring. Maybe there will be like interesting things to find. I think I've picked all the herbs here. I mean, there was literally just one. Oh, I need my axe. One, two, three. We are close to have like all the wood we need. I mean, there's a case of like going back like to the mountain top, like to finish a few quests and stuff, which we might do or not, depending on how much there is like in the game. I can't make snowballs, right? Like, can I break this with oh. Oh, more herbs. Wait, where is it leading? Is it a loop? There's a lot of things to explore here. This is really a kind of like an entire dungeon, right? Very pretty shape on the floor. I'm expecting wood or like an herb. Whoa! A mushroom? Oh yeah, there was like a winter being that needed something to eat, right? So I guess this is it. Very interesting. I thought that the game would like always allow you to complete the quests. In the zone, you meet like the winter being, but no, you have like a very like you have quests that requires you to kind of like reach end game. No more herbs around here. I mean, yes, there's like one herb by screen. Per screen. Why are you so afraid? What a strange little creature. You should be careful doing that, like on the edge of like the waterfall moving. Oops. Let me light that up. Can get that. I guess the creature went east, so this should be like here. We saw that like on the way in. Doo-doo-doo-doom. I think you can change also like the scarf pattern. Like I have the supporter pack or DLC whatever, and I know that it gave me like some custom like scarf and gloves. Can I use that to break like those? Oh, we can. So I guess like this is there are things we can explore like in we can open in like the starting zones, right? We can cleave like those boxes in Mooming house. Oh, hello. Found you. Will you join the others now? Oh, troll good. Self-hide good. Again? Well, it is what it is, huh? This herb has been picked already. Someone has been here. I mean, we know. Like, this is not a surprise. Hey, come back with that herb. I need it for my sick friend. Very, I don't know why. Saying like, I need it for my sick friend is kind of like amusing to me. Why are you running away? Wait, do I need to... Is it scripted or do I need like to chase you somewhere in particular? Ah, you caught me. What a fun game. Here, those are your herbs. This means we're friends. What do you want to do now? Hi, I'm Moomingtroll. Yes, me too, basically, unless you need me to become something else. I'm very adaptable, which makes me a great candidate for a friend. This is not exactly being a friend. You look like a great friend. I've copied it from you, so back at you. I mean, there is, you know, something beautiful in individuality. Here it comes, going nice, Shadow. You should have copied better. I'm dealing with a life and death situation at the moment. Oh, that sounds like a lot to bear. Even for me, I can only copy so far. I'd love to introduce you to our friend group after that. It's a rather wonderful bunch. I mean, yes and no. There's one in particular I'd like you to meet. He's been looking for company for a while. Oh, that's incredible. I'm not Pinky. Hope they're not either. By the way, if you need to get back to Mooming House, the exit is right here. Everybody knows Mooming House, that's crazy. Imitation is the highest form of flattery. It's true to some extent. Like, I've always found that like it's a little bit of a weird like statement, but like there's a point where imitation goes a little bit too far in my opinion. I grow weaker, yet in my dying moments, everything seems so clear to me. I have lived a daring life, but a lonely one. And in the face of death, I realize a life not shared is no life at all. Ah, there he is, the harbinger, the roundest noted phantom of the end. It's only me, Moomintroll. I found the herbs. Oh, how wonderful. This will get you back in shape in no time, Soryu. Oh! Oh, wait, this is such a good... I think this is such a good, like... Wait, let me take, like, a screenshot of that. It looks very good as, like, an emote, I think. I feel strong again. Strong as a wolf, no stronger. Life has returned. I've been given a second chance. Ah, that's great, Soryu. Also, I found someone who'd like to meet you. A possible friend. Oh, a friend? I can see why. I am a strong leader type, after all. I do miss my pack. Yes, maybe we should look for... But this is like a nice face also, I think. Mooming is allowed to be inhuman. Too tiki, however. So true, so true. Anyways, I'll go and tell him to come and meet you. I'll be right back. First, more rest. Remember what you've been through. Sorry, I know some more rest. Like, Moomintroll has been like, has been cooking way too much. Wait, are they back in the cave system or? Yes. If there's a cursor, it's only on your screen. Hey Shadow, I found somebody who'd like to meet you. They're back at the Mooming House. Come follow me in. Oh, no time to lose. Here I come, friend. Tap, 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 tap. A friend! This is the best day of my life. No better. You know what? It's nice to have friends. I understand. Okay, we are making some good progress, I think. We might... I really think that we will have, like, to go back to the mountain. Is this my new friend? She seems very uptight and stern. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with her. What is this thing? Moomingtroll, get it away from me. Oh, already we're bantering. Incredible. Oh, that's not her, Shadow. Philly Jung is more of an advanced friend. I was thinking of Soryu here. Soryu? He sounds great. Wait, where is he now? He was just here. Moomingtroll, Soryu ran away. He said he wanted to rejoin his pack. I'm deeply concerned about him. His pack? The wolves? Oh no. I don't get what's happening, but this is deeply unsettling. Should I go join the wolves as well? I don't know why, like, I'm sorry to say it, but this Shadow has Ellie vibes. No, you stay right here. I'll fix this. Alone. Again. You can stay here with me. Oh, then we can be alone together. Yes, that's much better. You know what? +2. Let's be alone together. Isn't it the whole point of the internet anyway? So I guess this is like on the top left of like the firebone, the bonfire area. I don't know why I'm mixing up things like in my head lately. Finally, an Ellie-like character. It's okay. It's okay. We love Ellie representation in our games. I guess they're clearing like the snow because like you wouldn't be able to follow. Where are we, by the way, in our quest list? Invite guests, and we need firewood. Well, it is what it is, eh? How scary will it be? Is it like Forestia that is like the you know, my personal trauma when I was like a child? Ooh, dissonant piano. And chords as well. Sorry, dude. Where are you? Help! Stay away from me. I come as a friend. Oh, so we need to stay in the light, I think. Help! The wolves, my own kind, are turning against me. Oh. You leave my friend alone, hear me? Why are we so... He's so pissed. Stay close. I'll get out of here. We'll get out of here together. I'm too scared to move. Make the wolves get away. I never scared anything in my life, except a squirrel, by mistake. What would Tootiki do? She'd probably pack a hot snowball and chase them away. I'm the snowball master. I can do this. Take that, wolf. I mean, we are too powerful. We are too strong for them. I'm no wolf, more like a sheep. What if the sheep won't have me either? Understandable. Look at you, Soryu, being saved again. You don't deserve friends like this. I will figure it out later. Right now we need to get home. No, I'm too scared. Can't you carry me again? Sorry, you're a strong, independent pooch. You can do this. Alright, I will follow you to the best of my ability. But I'm really not a friend of the dark. I will try to keep us in the light. Is it a good idea to go like inside the forest? No worries, we've got this. Oops. Oopsie. We are zooming. It's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere before those wolves are gone. Well, time to, you know, solve problems with snowballs. So I guess we'll never like see those wolves like in full form, right? The thing is that there's probably something east, no? Maybe, okay, so maybe there was something... Oh. Where did the light go? Oh, we're alright, we're alright. It looks like a lot of wind. We just need to be brave. Okay, because I didn't see like on the bottom like left that like this is basically the courage gauge for like our little friend. It's okay, it's okay. Can I select my axe? Thank you. Cool. I can shovel everything in one go. Ah. There we are. Next screen. Ah. You can do this. Moomingtroll, have you abandoned me? I just slipped, not the first time, probably not the last. But what about me? Don't worry. Use that plank over there to get over. I'll keep the path lit with matches. I want this little thing. I'm sorry, I'm going to get like the piece. Yes, we did it! Okay, I need to use that. Dum, 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 dum. Go back from where you came. Let's do this. I can probably use that to cross like this thing. Oh. Just have to push. Oh. I got trapped by the wind. Okay, so now we kind of like need to push in one go, right? I'm staying right here until those wolves are long gone. Good, because this was like annoying to micromanage. I kind of like need to deal with you immediately. Oh. I'm too scared. I have to run away. No. This is my game over. Do I need to fight like the wolves again? No, we're fine, right? Let's just rush then. We did it! And there we go. Out of the woods. Let's get you home. But that was horrible. I'm never coming back to nature again, ever. I offered my friendship to the wolves, but they rejected it for reasons unknown. I might have a potential friend for you waiting at the Mooming house. It would be more your type. Oh, really? I feel 10 feet tall just hearing about it. Make haste and carry me back. But you are really something. Oh, the dog. I mean, Wolf. You found him. Fear me no more, for I am no longer a wolf. I am a simple dog, or simply sorry. Ah, great. And so now I have to take care of 3 children and a dog? You are not taking care of anyone here. Better than a wolf, I suppose. I look after him. I'll enjoy the company. There's someone else eager to meet his new friend. Ah, there you are. A friend? For me? Oh, he was blushing a bit. I was about to say the very same. Oh, you were. I think we'll get along perfectly. So, what it is friends do? Oh, I don't know. Maybe we should give up. I know. Do you want to play tag? Yeah, that's exactly what I want. That's crazy. It's so nice to see those two get along so well. Thank you, Moomingtroll. Can you keep an eye on both of them while I'm out and about? I'd be delighted to. Perhaps I could bring them both to the bonfire as well. I was just about to ask you. A bonfire? We're in. I will go as one. One more guest I need to find. Well, how about your best friend? Snufkin? He's out on his adventures. No, the one living in the bathing house. Oh, Tutiki. Of course, I will ask her. I didn't even think of that. Thank you. Come on, Shadow, let's go outside and play. Da-ba-da-ba-da. Of course, but stay close to the moving house. No more wolf packs or hiding around in caves. Okay. I think we're nearing the end game. What are they doing? What is happening there? Oh, hi, Moomingtroll. We were building a snow fort. We defend ourselves against the Lady of the Cold. Except work turned out to be more work than fun. I'm not exactly pulling my weight here. Perhaps you could help us. I'm really focused on this bonfire project. Oh yes, we're in, except we're not really on great terms at the moment. Yes, maybe we should go separately. This has put a strain on our friendship. Yes, things really haven't been the same for the last 15 minutes or possibly even longer. Well, let's do this. Maybe I will be rewarded some kind of like, you know, wood. I'm stuck. So sturdy. Yeah, the collision, of course, boxes are like a little bit weird, which I think is the issue of like this system, but it is what it is. I'll start like on the right side and we'll go down instead. What? There. Oh, there, perfect, right? There's one thing missing. I'll tear it apart. We need to hide the light. There's only one problem. Isabel doesn't allow us to play with fire. Alright. Would you do the honor? You're pretty handy with the matches, I reckon. Of course, I'll help you light it. Thank you, Moomintroll. This is perfect. We should move in here permanently. Spend all our winters and summers here. Yes, let's start decorating it. Do you have the piece? Oh, I just remembered. We forgot to give Moomingtroll a housewarming gift. Yes, he did, in fact, warm our house. What were we thinking? Yes, we should. Thank you for the piece. It's not much, but it was dearly possessed. A piece of Mooming Mama's vase. How wonderful. I mean, we probably won't finish like Mooming Mama side quest, vase side quest, because I'm too lazy to complete like all the side quests. I'll be fair. Let's just finish the game. I need more wood also. I need more wood. What? Hi there, little mouse. Why the worried look on your face? It's the look of a worried mother. I recognize that look anywhere. Your children are lost in a cave? Don't worry, I'll get them for you. We won't do that, I'm afraid. Hi, Totiki. There's something I forgot to ask you. What do you need help with, Moomintroll? Nothing. I'd like to invite you to the Great Winter Bonfire. Oh, I thought I was already invited. Oh, you're no anyways. So I wasn't before? I'm just teasing you, Moomintroll. I would love to come. Okay, so now wood. I think we might go in the mountains, like, that might be our clearest path to finding some wood. The bathing house? No, we won't go. Wait, we haven't finished. Like, I know we can clean things, right? So there might be like some wood in there. Yes. Okay, so we need like 26. Well, 25, I guess. My screen was tearing up a little bit. Shouldn't be too hard to find those, right? We can't go inside. I could keep anything I find. Do I need to break like this? Uncalled violence. Okay. Shovel time. Probably for one more like wood fragment. Or like scrap metal. I mean, yes, we could upgrade, but also like, aren't we at the end already? Like, this backtracking feels like unnecessary. It's very interesting that like they give you the upgrade for like the shovel very late because you need to have like you need the axe to do so. What was that sound? I know we haven't explored it. We haven't explored like the caves completely. Wait, their fort has disappeared. Maybe there's something in the lower pond as well. There was a rope that linked like lower and higher pond, right? So we should be upper pond. So we should be alright. I'm stuck. Oh yes, there's you. Break ice. Good thing I fixed my axe. This should be easy now. A cold, big fireworm. Yes, it will be magnificent. I hope to see you there. Okay. But did they... I think they gave me like some wood. We're still like 19 pieces away. What is this? Oh no, okay. So we might want to climb. Oh wait, surely... On the far one there should be like a piece of wood, right? We are slowly getting there. There's a little cave thingy. Or probably one more wood. Do I have something to this side? What's the point of like this snow piling here? We will never know. And you, I got your thing. So really, what's the point? I don't. And I don't think there was like anything left in there to gather. Oh yay, there's you? We have any anything in this? This was like a small like closed screen, right? There was no way out of here, the other side. Do you need something? Oh. I think we might be good. Let's check like the east side of like this map, and if there's nothing more, we'll like go to the mountaintop, I think. Yeah, there's nothing more in here. So that's where drugstore was. Track. Oh wait, this is like a one-way. Forgot about that. So we need to take the rope like to the lower pond and then like because in our quest list, right, we just need some wood. Torches, some food, broken vase. Yes, lower pond, Mooming house, mountain base, and we try to go through the rope that like the Hemulen the rope that he installed. Because in here there's nothing more than we can do. I should try to break those things in case like there's some wood in there. Wait, this? Okay. Wait, what is this rope for? Where am I? Pond Hill. Oh, okay. It's because we're just like circling through, around like the pond. Let's go back to Mooming house first. Then I need to go here for the mountain. And hopefully we should have like the last wood pieces somewhere there. Maybe by finishing quest, maybe by just like finding like, you know. Another letter. No, was right. The view here is wonderful, but what are they trying to tell me? Go where ice waters lie. A carefree friend will teach you why. The ice can teach your feet to play and help you grow along the way. So this is probably for an upgrade, like a movement upgrade, but I don't want to go back like to the... to like the pond. Are we already at the summit? it's too that oh my god, there are too many things to explore like in here. This will be too long. I want to go back like to like the slope. Can I go here? It's too steep. Because I don't have like skis, right? So we'll literally do like the big descent. But I'm afraid there is no wood on the way. Are we in the slopes? Yes. I'm not sure about the mountain top now. I might want to check like maybe the bonfire immediately. But there are... Wait, I need to go through like the kitchen window. There are crates in Mooming's house also that we can break, I think. Let's do that, because I'm expecting that we might find like a little bit of wood there. What is this piece of like vase doing in here? Never ask. I mean, we're really not far away, right? Like, we need like 13 more. We'll probably have 1 or 2 pieces of wood in this house. Upstairs, right? Wait, don't we have... I don't know. 13 tons of the wheel of samsara, 13 life cycles and reincarnation. Thank you very much, Sky, for the 13 years and the 13 wood pieces. I hope you're doing alright. How are you doing, Sky? We try to finish this Mooming game by seeking wood. Letters. Crumbled. To my sister, letting go of the past has been the hardest, yet the most rewarding thing I've ever done. Last night's premiere was everything I dreamt of and more. As I bask in the applause and admiration of the crowd, my beloved, the celebrated playwright, proposed right there on the red carpet. I am to be married, and I suspect our family will grow soon. Imagine that, you unowned. I consider adopting a title befitting my new station in life, Lady Macbell, the artist formerly known as Mabel. What do you think? This is crazy work. Lore for like the Mooming enjoyers. To my younger sister, Isabel. By now you've probably realized I'm gone. I tried, but I can't live like this anymore. Though small in stature, you cast such a long, sad shadow that I feel myself shrinking into dust and rags whenever I'm near you. I've met someone wonderful, someone who tells me that I have the sparkle of a star and has promised to make me one. I'm leaving for somewhere warm to work as an actress. I look forward to telling you wonderful stories from my new life. Don't wait for me, your big sister Mabel. I hope the game is fun. It is quite fun. I really like it. You have been a bit under the weather this week, so it's nice to be cozy. Been lurking. You are very welcome to lurk. Do not worry. I'm just yapping. I'm just playing things. And I hope you'll be feeling better like very soon. It sucks to feel like a little bit down or under the weather. I can definitely relate. Like lately, I felt like very tired because I'm working a bit too much. You are welcome. To Isabel, life is wonderful when you follow your dreams. I live in a wonderful place where the sun shines all day, all year. I've even got someone to clean for me. Never again will I wipe a dirty floor, that's crazy work. My big show is just around the corner, a play by my benefactor who is a renowned playwright. I've already given away all my premiere tickets, but I hope you'll come to see it later in the run. You're not even giving like a ticket to your sister? I hope you find your own dreams to chase. I couldn't wait for it to happen. I needed to follow my own light. We all do, from Mabel. That's crazy. How horrible. I do feel sorry for Isabel. Why are the ants under my why are there ants under my living room rug? Why are you spilling like, you know, sugar under your rug or whatever? Maybe they are actually owned. This is crazy. They have deemed it food and wish it to carry it home. It's too late for you, unfortunately, Ellie. I think you have lost the game of life, of the game of sugar. It is what it is. The owns are biting me between my toes. We have different owns then, if you know. If they bite you there. So what is happening for even the ants to like bite you like between your toes? What? Doody-dum. Okay, I just need some wood, please. I feel like I'm you know, I'm a Minecraft pervert and I'm searching like for you know. I found this mushroom. It's edible, I think. I've seen Mommy Mama use it in her cooking. Oh, give. Okay. Very self-full, self-happy. Oh, that was a quick fix. We Moomintroll usually fill up on pine needles before sleeping through winter. That always made me feel happy. Yeah, you know what? If eating is making you happy, +2. A troll's strange. I guess that's in the eye of the beholder. I used to think you winter being was strange, but then I got to know you. Now I realized we're just a bit different. Different good. Is true. And take shard. Shard make happy. I don't want shard, I want wood. I want wood, please give mushroom. Very Ellie-core. Please just give me mushroom. Just give me wood, I don't care about. What are you doing, Mooming? Why are you sliding like this? I actually don't exactly know where I will find like this wood. I mean, we still have like candles to light in this zone, but I don't want to re-explore the forest again, is the thing. And I'm not sure like that. There was, I mean, surely we had to have missed like a few things because we haven't like finished the quest. There's one here, a little bit stupid. But like, I don't want shards is the thing. I just want wood. Like, we have been exploring like everything. I was expecting this to be... How do I say that? I was expecting that there were like way more wood than necessary. But no, I'm not sure. We did all of that. There's no point in like coming back in here, right? Or would I mean? Well, maybe there is. Maybe my exploration was a little bit sloppy. Sloppy. I just want to finish the game, please. Why is this crow crazy? Oh, we have already done like the thingy for this crow. Okay, 9 more. Oh, well, we teleported out when we found like the third child. Wait. No, that's the way back, so what am I missing? I still need more wood, what the heck? And I haven't found like all the torches. Oh. New wood, wolf clearing. Do I need to go back like to the cave? Lost friend. I mean, we don't have a choice. Like, until like we have like enough wood, there is no point in being here. Family good. Da da da. Oh, this is okay. This is the quest like marker. Okay, where do I want to go then? We could go back to the mountaintop. To finish this quest and like hope it gives me wood. I guess, okay, we'll do like bathing house first, then mountaintop if needed. But like bathing house is just like for the upgrade, like for the shovel, right? Like it serves no purpose. Why am I so lost? Okay, this feels like the game is kind of like overreaching, or at least not giving us enough. I guess like it's kind of like pushing you to do like side stories, which I mean, if fair, you know what? I can vibe with the idea of like side quests being like quote unquote mandatory because they are part of like the experience of like, you know, solidarity and friendship. So why not, I guess. We need to talk to the... Wait, this is not the mountain summit. What the heck? This is the mountain summit. So where is... Is our friend like... Eh? How do you go to... Am I insane? I understand nothing of this map. It has been 5 days, meaning too long for like my, you know, memory for games. If there's a cursor, it's on your side, by the way. Surely this is a piece of wood in here. I hate my life. Okay, but... I understand. I will never like slide again in my life. Please. Please stop. No, but this is the mountain top. Where are you like in the mountain? I can track you, I guess, right? Can I track quests or not? I'm lost. Okay, so that's mountain summit. But where is the... and how do you get like at the top of like this slope here? Because I can't go this way. And this is just like the long way. Oh no, you were here, okay. Your diary. Control good, self bad. Is quite a squirrel, come to think. Throw a snowball at a bird. Is it true? Burn book, troll help. You want me to burn the diary? I guess I could, but somehow that doesn't feel right. Book bad. Bad go. I mean, there's something, you know, kind of beautiful in that, so... Warm. I hope you're feeling better. If not, I have an idea for you. How about you start a new diary and fill it with good deeds? Oh, troll good, troll gift. Please. Wood. No, a piece of moving mama's vase. I don't want it. I don't care about the vase. I'm not the one that broke the vase, like... Ow. Also, I guess at some point, like, you can, like, get some skis, right? To do like this, but... Okay, let's think. Let's think. We could go to the cave. We can like do the cave like side quest, I guess. And we haven't explored everything, to be fair. I think I missed like the first like entrance, like right in front of like the cave mouth. So we could do that. Let's go there. I thought it would be a short stream. I was a fool. A lot of like Genshin vibes though, with like this this snow. I know a lot of people did not like Dragon Spine as like a zone because of like the cold mechanic, but I really love Dragon Spine because of the music. Wood. Okay, we're almost there. 6 more. I guess we can like explore and try to find all the... Oh, because I did not have like the accent there. Why is the bird there? So 5, I guess. I will find like some wood here, right? Okay. So now we are back exploring the left side. And trying to find like the... for free. But in here we did everything, right? We did everything. And we haven't found like a single mouse. How do you... Wait, do we have like some snow we can use? It's kind of my problem is that I cannot break this because there's no snow to make like a snowball. So how? How do I go there? Because I can't keep like a snowball like in... like past the transition screen, or can I? I actually can. So maybe not hope is lost. Okay. 4 more. Hi, you. Don't worry, hurry back to your mother. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Nothing. Nothing. What is there in that direction? Oh, wait. So there's probably a snowball in there. Some wood in there. No, wait, we already did it. What is in the south exit then? I guess that because we don't have a map, I was not... No, we did that. That was for a piece of wood in here, right? So that's cleared and done. There's nothing to do in here. Oh, there might be like a mouse on the... I think I will pay it dearly. I think there's a mouse in a room that I ignored because I was like, this is like a room that had like the elevated cliff and there's nothing more there. But there's probably also like a mouse waiting, if I have to guess. Is there anything we have missed in there? I will backtrack, I guess, but... Two exits. So there might be a mouse in here. I'm not sure. So this is like the last room where we kind of chase Shadow. And... okay, there's a mouse in here. So we'll have to backtrack. Because I'm not expecting to see anything in here, right? Oh, we haven't explored in that direction, I think. Oh, there's hope. Three more. And we completed this quest. Give me one more like wood fragment at least in here. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. I just want to finish the game, please. I'm forced into like a complete like playthrough. They're waiting at the crossroad, right? So I need to... I mean... why do I have like a ping in here? Is that location for wood? Because it was like in Philly Trunk like before, but... But we cleared everything in like Philly Trunk's house, so... Anyway, we need to backtrack to the... I swear, I will dismantle this wooden bridge like to get my wood. Some things must be done. know there's like a tree trunk that we fell back there. Am I a little bit frustrated? A little bit. A little bit. Mooming, please. Oh wait, you are leaving me a lot of lag wood. Thank you. My life is saved. There you are. How wonderful to see you back together. For me? I guess that's a yes. 3 pieces of firewood. Thank you. Thank you. You saved my life. Everything is ready? Yes. But you know what? I'm even too lazy to like upgrade like my thing. I'm sorry. I want spring to come. Well, in June, winter needs to stop. Which I guess is kind of like the thing, right? Like between like in Nordic countries where like winter is just like super long. So we did not finish all the side quests, but I think we did like a fair amount of them. Like honestly at that point, like you might just like finish the game at like 100%. Winter do be long. I would be a bit too depressed, I think. Okay. Imagine spring is just around the corner. Everything will be like before. Spring, the happiest time of the year, supposedly. Yes, let's get rid of winter once and for all. The Lady of the Cold probably has other places to be. I kind of like her. You've never seen her, but like, you know. You don't, you're just too young to understand. I couldn't agree more with everybody. Let's do this, Pack. I've been ready for this task my whole life, at least the last day or so. Alone I'm brave, but together we are possibly even braver. Seems like everybody is here except... Ah yes, our beloved musician, a once-in-a-generation talent. I suggest we start. No need to wait for... Oh my god. What was that? That sounded very much like an avalanche coming from the mountains. The Himalayan? Looks like that problem took care of itself. I have to go look for him. No, it's not the end. I feel so bad. Hurry up and let's get this party started. Oh, I've been tricked by the game. Also, I'm hungry. So it is what it is. I had some leftover like courgette. He's crazy. What is happening? So I made like some tomato sauce with like some courgette, like diced very thinly. And I threw that with some like pasta and some cheddar cheese, and this was like really, really good. Or maybe I should have upgraded. I should have upgraded the shovel. No. Life is a torture. We must imagine Mooming happy. Stop playing music! Oh my god, you are just like... And the Hammerland has stopped playing. I don't like this at all. Whose fault? Oh my, what happened? There's so much snow. This is an avalanche, yes. Emulen, are you there? It could be anywhere. This is impossible. I don't even know where to start. 15 minutes of silence. Believe in yourself, that believes in us, that believes in you. Everybody is here to help, right? Isabel, you came. I didn't think you even liked the Himalayan. As like you said, we're all family. Did I say that? I've certainly felt it. Nobody stays behind. Come on, Soryu. If anybody can find him, it's you. You believed in me, now it's my turn to believe in you. I'm starting to believe in myself. I'm Soryu. The leader of our pack, after Isabel, of course. Ooh, that's a lot of snow, indeed. What are we? It's a Gurren Lagann quote +2. He's here! I'm 30% sure, so not sure at all. Oh my god. In another lifetime, I would have like shoveled everything, but... I'll start digging. Oh my god, I should have upgraded the shovel. My life is a mistake. You know, Mooming is really strong, like, it's a maze. It's a maze. Oh, because... Soria was not just like, you know, searching for a trail, he was like literally following the maze. He's here, help me! Great pathfinding. Sorry, that was a little bit comical. I thought I was done for. I never stopped believing in you for a second except that first part. Moomingtroll, I must thank you. Don't thank me. Thank Soryu, Shadow and Isabel. Yes, thank you so much. For saving my life, even though... Mooming Valley truly wouldn't be the same without you. Come on, we've got a bonfire to attend. Unfortunately, I seem to have lost my skis and my horn. No! I guess you won't be missing my horn. There will be no party without it. Let's find it. Life is a prison. Life truly is a prison. So you needed to like gather like all that wood for this to not be the end. They're zooming faster than I do. Oh Oh my god, can you see?
Oh.
My skis sadly couldn't keep up.
Oh.
Can you see the amount of snow we need to be shoveling? I'm pretty good at finding stuff. I'll just pretend I'm tidying up after the avalanche. Yay, let's go! And by that, I mean, let me do everything, because I'm the only one with a shovel. Wait, do I need to, like, shovel everything in here? Probably, like, the horn is not here. I'm here to help again! Can you really, like, find... Even if you're a dog, there's no way you can find, like, items, like, in the snow, right? And you will catch another cold. Okay, but that will... Life is a prison, and on and on and on. Tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down. Yay! Wait, where is he going though? Did you find something else, or did you? You literally just took a break. Instead of like going forth and like helping me, this Soryu just took a break. There's no way your axe is still like sharp after like all that like ice, you know, smashing. Oh, teleportation. I see something shiny in one of those bushes. Which one? I'm not sure. You have to check. I can do that. It's okay. And now I remember. It sure was. The last one, by the way. Okay. Such a cute scarf though, I will say. I kind of like picked this one at random, but I think it's probably like the cutest scarf you could have gotten. Shoveling part 2. Please, 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 can I do like Soryu? Yes, give it a try. Sorry, I'm going fast like with the text. Wow. Oh my god, I need to shovel the entire way. Okay, let me wait. Life is a prison. Maybe I don't like winter. I think winter has overstayed its welcome. It's time to go home. It's time for spring. I'm stuck. Okay, good. Never again. We found it. How wonderful. We did it. My power of smell are increasing. Sorry, also my ability to smell. The Himalayan and the others. They're at the other end of this cave. Another cave. Not like this. Not like this. Here you are, skis in your horn. Oh, thank you, all of you. No thanks needed. Now are you coming to the bonfire? Oh, if you still have me. Thank you for the fast travel. The Himalayan, the Himalayan. Seems like we're ready. Moomingtroll, light it up. Oops. Am I really ready for this? Yes. Oh. You're vibing. The menace, the terror. I feel warm and wonderful. Spring must be approaching. Or maybe it's the fact that you finally let loose and enjoyed yourself. I know I should go to bed, but I just don't want to yet. Oh, that's the most reasonable thing you've said all winter. Enjoy the party. Talk to some friends. Or even better, let's have a snowball fight. That will cool you down. We did it too, Tiki. We lit the great winter bonfire. And what a celebration it was. I'm so glad it's done. It was so much work. This is also like a crazy thing for an emote. You brought warmth where there was none. Look at everyone celebrating together. You should feel proud of yourself. And jamming. Something has definitely changed. I can feel it. Is it spring? Perhaps, or perhaps it's you that is changing. Let me check. No, I'm still the same old Moomingtroll. I feel very excited though. I don't think I'll be able to go to bed yet. You should join your friends. Nights like these don't come around often. Maybe one day you'll be looking back at this night. So little Mai, I was thinking about a snowball match. Perhaps we could... way ahead of you. Seems like I won this winter. Thanks for joining me in the celebrations. No thank you, that was the greatest celebration I've ever been to. Not me, I've been to perhaps a dozen parties workier than this. Well times. Oh, that's a bit unlike you to say. Don't worry, he kind of lost himself during the party, a drunk. I actually found myself seeing all your shadows followed your every dance moves. I got to thinking, maybe I should try doing my own stuff. So I experimented with some moves myself, and would you know, some of the guests even copied me. Imagine the fools! Oh, take it easy. Sorry, this is new to me. I'll probably snap out of it soon. Drunk. Wonderful festivities, right? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'll take that as a yes. What are you two going to do now that spring is around the corner? Well, first I have to get my horn back down from the tree. What is with everyone getting things stuck up in trees? Miss Bell dared me. Miss Bell, did you just prank the Hemulen? What, a girl can't have any fun? What would you do without me? Let me see if I can get it down. No, I need the gloves. There you go. Oh, thanks a lot, Moomingtroll. Yes, thanks a lot. Finally, we can enjoy some peaceful horn music again. If I didn't know any better, I'd swear you're being sarcastic. Let bro do his things. I just thought I'd say goodbye. Leaving so soon. Come join us, we're playing hide and seek. You're letting your children play around the forest? Oh yes, I'm not worried. These creatures of winter seem to be polite and friendly beings, and I've worried so much lately that I feel all worried out for the moment being. Maybe you should take a break yourself. Come find us. Look away while we hide. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I don't want to do this. Do I need to do this? Not good enough. Oh wait, are they really like in the forest? No. Might be to the right. Found you. Wait, where is like... I'll be seeing you around. A life big circle. I think that's the best way to describe it. Crazy scales though. Good fire, good ear. Where is she? Oh, you're here. Got you. I guess I'll never thank you for helping us so much this winter, Moomintroll. You did, in your way. I hope you get to play hide and seek with your own mother soon. You have no idea how much I want to. You've been taking care of everyone's problems, Moomintroll. It's your turn to be carefree now, within reason, of course. Who do I need to talk to again? Do I need to talk to people? Maybe it's time to go to bed now. could leave now, or I could stay for a bit. This may be my last winter bone celebration. No, we need to go to sleep. Good night, friends. We need to go to bed. See you at home or in spring. Very interesting. That's that. Time to go to bed now. I want to go to bed too. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep though. It will be probably do me good just to lie down and... The exhaustion, understand. Whoa, what a snoring. What a night, almost unreal, and the best of all, winter is gone. First, I will smell the flowers. No, I'll go fishing, or maybe just lay in the grass. Life is a croissant. Oh! What is this? This is worse than before. This is the bad ending, right? That was not the deal. Tutiki promised spring would be back. Wait, there's no way the game is not finished? I mean, I understand, right? Like, there is something about, like, learning to let go, but... I've done everything I could and more, and winter is still here? A letter. Thank you, troll friend. I think this game could have benefited from like fast travel, I will say. I understand why, because it feels also like, you know, trekking during winter and everything is like hard and stuff. But that's a lot of sometimes like crazy backtracking. You owe me an explanation. Why are we mad at like Tutiki? Huh? Tutiki isn't here, figures. Is he no little squirrel? Oh, this is the squirrel from the beginning of the game. Tutiki, what are you doing? Moomingtroll, be careful, the ice is breaking. What? The game is still not finished. Oof. What's this? Who am I? Am I dead? Or in the Lady of the Cold's realm? Hold tight, Moomingtroll. I'll come back to save you. Somehow. Tutiki, squirrel, hold on tight. I suspect I will do the rescuing from here now. Okay. It's not stopping, what? Oh, because I need to brake, my bad. Ah, not a maze. Hey. Am I crazy? What was that like? Not that bad. Wait, do I need to push the... Oh, I see. Wait, I need to push that? Oh my goodness. What are they making me do? Hold on, friends. We're trying to... Oh no, the bridge seems unstable. Believe in yourself, Moomingtroll. Ah! My items. Everything. I mean, shouldn't we, like, be completely frozen dead at that point? My tools lost. What am I supposed to do now? Yes, Moomingtroll. Lock in. Ah. My bad. Yes, Moomingtroll, lock in. It's definitely one of the things I did not expect to hear, but I'm glad I did. Listen, sometimes, you know, life lessons are quite easy. You don't like winter, Moomintroll? Lock in. Ah, it's dark again. Oh, I have no tools. It's so dark in here. Oh no, this is a maze. Oh my goddess. What? They can't do this to me. Surely this is part of like the way, right? I just can't see anything. I'll be honest, I'm not sure about this sequence here. Dum 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 dum. Totiki, come here. It's too risky, the ice will cave. Go back, Moomintroll, you can still get out. Hogwash, I'm coming for you. Why do we have wood? Ah! You fool! Okay, but what's the point, Moomintroll? Ah! You are shivering. Ah, fire. The Lady of the Cold has gotten the best of me. Nonsense. I'll make a fire. Aren't we trapped in this cave, though? I found some firewood in the water. Pretty small, though. I don't have any matches. Oh. Is that one of my matches? You genius! My last match. Here goes. Uh-oh. What do we do now? We warm ourselves. Do you see a way out? No. But we're together. I'm not sure it's reassuring. Let's do campfire story. What the heck? Surrounded by... What the heck was... I don't remember. Here, we are here. Oh. Thank God, like, the ice is, leading to a cavern and not just like, water. Aurora Borealis? In Mooming Valley? You all came for us. Look at her. She's beautiful. The Lady of the Cold. She almost tried to kill you. She did not. Miss Summer. You can't tell if it really does exist or if it just looks like existing. All things are so very uncertain. That's exactly what makes me feel reassured. I'm not sure I do, but I think I like it. Are you the same squirrel from before? Who knows? Beings come and go, and you all look the same to me. All I know is that I'm me, and that I'm here now. Hik and Nung. Maybe she's here to stay, the lady. I guess she's not so bad after all. Very true. The Lady of the Cool is not as scary really once you get to know her. I don't know what I would have managed without my friends though. I should go talk to again. I guess Moomin have a train and a man anymore. Wonderful, what's your plan? Let's see what happens. I'm thinking of sticking around a bit though. You look like you could need some company. A bit loud. Choose your own. Festivities. Enjoy it before it goes away. Thank you for everything, Moomintroll. Are you feeling better, Miss Isabel? Oh yes, this winter has been quite the adventure. And taking care of those two troublemakers brought me out of my head for a bit. But what will you be doing? I've been thinking of moving with my sister. I suspect she's lonely. Wonderful. I'll miss you though. How much like the seasons, I'll be coming around. What will you two be doing? A true calling. Hard-boiled detectives. The missing last cookie. It was Shadow who ate it. Okay, that's good. Who wet my bed last night? That's crazy. I mean, I wouldn't mind like a Moomintroll like detective game, I would be honest. I'm not usually one for adventures, but this one was rather remarkable. My children seem to have developed an appetite for danger though. Which I guess is good. In moderation, if it makes them more resilient, I don't have to worry so much. Speaking of, I think we're ready to move home now. Thank you for your hospitality. Staying here made winter feel less scary. You made it less scary for me as well. Thank you, Philly Chong. Come visit us anytime. The children need their fun friend Moomintroll around. Time for bed. A new day awaits tomorrow. Okay, that was it. That very, very quiet ending, to be fair. What do I think of this game then? I think it was a very pretty game. I do think that the end is stalling a little bit too long. But no, it's time for breakfast. But I think like there's no way. There's no way. Good morning. What? Good morning, Moomingtroll. I missed you. You slept so well. Snufkin. I think the end was stalling a little bit since we were like redoing again the same, scary winter things, both with like Sorry You, then with the Hemulen, and then with like the ending sequence with Tutiki. But other than that, it's such a pretty game. I think like if we did like 3 sessions instead of 2, it would have been better. But it's such a wonderful game. The art style is beyond this world. There's still half of the year coming, but I don't see any game that is, for me, even close to reaching like this level of coherence and cohesiveness and beauty and coziness. We talked about like how it's important for like kids to have games. So no, really, like I think it's a wonderful game. And I hope that they continue to do things, this studio, with like other games, because I think they have like a special touch that is very interesting. And I hope that the next like Moomin game, the one like set in summer, will also like be very good for like Mooming fans and even people that do not know Mooming that well, and I'm part of them. Because yeah, it's just very sweet. So I thought there was also like a Japanese studio that helped like on this game, but maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know. One of the cozy games of all time. It really is. Fishing, by the way. But yeah, like I don't know if anything is changing if you finish like all the side quests. But okay, Kakehashi Games. So those are like the people that were that helped the main studio. Oh, that's sad. The dogs that are here and that are not here anymore. So I'm not surprised that it was like funded by like partly by public like institute in general, the Norwegian Film Institute, Mooming, so the brand, and all the studios. I don't know if we have seen like the translators or not, but yeah. So in the folder you have like a coloring book. You have like scarves that you could like choose, right? Like I chose like Winter Love, but like there are like other scarves, and I think like the DLC is mostly that. You have like the soundtrack as well. So yeah, that's it for me because it has been going for quite a while. I did expect the game to finish in 2 hours, and it was like closer to, 3.5. I need to stretch. Ugh. Okay. So just before we leave, on Friday we'll be streaming. This is a work with me stream. I'll continue the translation of like the game I'm supposed to translate. I don't know if I'll be able to stream that, or if I want to like stream, like what I'm doing, or if it will just be, like a screen like with me working, quote unquote, in silence. But we shall see that. It might be like I don't know, because a co-working stream, it's kind of like meant, for us to focus. So I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I think it could be interesting to talk about translation and stuff like on stream and see how it goes. I haven't decided. But that's for Friday. So until then, take care of yourself. Thank you very much for being here today for this stream. And I will see you a little bit later. Bye bye.